The last time I really felt something strong was when I first started working at my current job. I work at a university, and it was my first day, and my immediate boss was taking me around to meet, you know, some people in the other departments. And she took me down to this one department, which was in the basement, which, like I said, I have no prior knowledge to these people, to these departments, or anything like that. This is like my first day on the job. And as soon as we walked in there, I wanted to run, flee, jump, hop, whatever. Cartwheel out. I didn't care. I wanted out of that place. It felt so oppressive and so heavy.
Just by myself.
Yeah, baby. And I could not stand to be in there. And we didn't get out of there fast enough for my liking. Come to find out that, let's just say, they are difficult people to work with. Not just me, other people have just had bad experiences with them. They are not the nicest or the most friendliest of people. And when I say others have had bad experiences with them, I'm talking about even students in their own departments. So, yeah. But that's the last time I really felt it strongest. Nowadays, anytime I have a feeling like, if I pass by, I don't know, something was on the floor, I pass by it, something will tell me, oh, you should pick that up, this could happen, or whatever, I heed it. I don't ignore it. Sometimes in the past, when I was younger, if I ignored it, something bad would happen. So, I just heed it. I just turn back around, I'll go pick it up. Whatever. So, I guess maybe because I heed those things, it kind of feels like, nothing is happening. Like, I really don't have that intuitive spark anymore. But, that is something I do want to reconnect with. I had been looking for people to validate to me that I am this intuitive person. You know, if I've gotten to know a person and I know, don't do that, and I know that they are intuitive, that there's no doubt in my mind that they are intuitive people, I look for them to validate my intuitive nature. You know, I ask them, well, do you think that this, and this means that I am, you know, whatever. And that was another thing that the card actually talked about. It wasn't even that card. It was another card. It was the next card. Wait. Yeah. It was the next card. It was the Nemaway card. But let me finish this one because I so went off on a tangent right there. This card and this first card, the Dragon Fae of Rebirth, also spoke about me trusting my intuition as well. I also must learn to connect both my light and my shadow self for any healing to begin. The second card, the Nemaway card, Seek the Council of Crystals. It said, this card said I need to free myself from the expectation of others. I may be drawn to a particular crystal at this time. I should wear jewelry cleansed and charged by me, which I do. I am to free myself that I cannot expect others to do this for me. Also, I should look into a less conventional way of making a living, which might have something to do with some of the ideas I've been having about getting supplemental income. But that's another thing. That card made me realize I shouldn't have to be in the closet. I'm not with my family. I'm not with my friends, my true friends. I'm not. At work, I do wear pagan jewelry. If I wear the pentacle, like my pentacle ring, when we're in meetings, I turn it around so that it's here so no one sees it. Or I wear it on a hand that it's not noticeable. You leave it alone, baby. Don't touch the bugs. You can look at them, but don't touch them. When I used to go on walks with one of my co-workers, she's very, very Christian. Her husband is a pastor. And on those days, I would make sure I wouldn't wear my necklace that had the pentacle triquetra, just in case she might notice the pentacle part, or you know, the pentagram on it. But I've come to realize I shouldn't do this. My path is me. My spirituality is a part of me, and I shouldn't let what other people think or how I think they would treat me or respond to me affect that. It's a cricket?
Yeah, it's a cricket.
Okay, well, you don't touch the cricket, baby. I really shouldn't let that affect me. I've always been concerned about, you see, it's not so much how they see me, but how it will affect others in my life. And truly, I shouldn't hide who I am. So I'm not going to. When it comes to my fiance, I will honor his request to not be blatantly pagan, in that, I mean, I won't come out and say I'm pagan to his family.
Is there a book?
Behind you. So, yeah, I'm, for that, I mean, I can understand. His family comes from a very small town, and I was surprised that he even knew what Wicca was. So, I will honor his request in that. I'm not gonna just come out and be like, oh, hey, I'm pagan, and start talking all these pagan things. I'm Wiccan, and, you know, discuss the god and goddess and how they entered my life, or what they, you know.
Goddess.
It's
a big goddess.
The goddess is all around, sweetie.
Huh?
The goddess is all around. She's all around. She's everywhere. She's the bugs. She's the plants. She's the flowers. She's the air. She's the trees. She's everywhere. Okay. Just okay. But yeah, I'm not gonna hide myself anymore. I'm not gonna worry about what other people think. I am going to trust my intuition. I am an intuitive person, and it does run in my family. My grandmother has visions. She doesn't have like visions all the time. She doesn't call upon visions. She doesn't control it or anything. It really, honestly, I think it comes to her when there is need. Like she had a vision, this is before I was born. She was upstairs hanging curtains or something, and she had this flash of her mother in the bathtub with her feet in the air and her head below the water, drowning. And she ran downstairs to check on her mother, and in fact her mother was in the tub and she slipped. Now her feet weren't in the air, but her head was below the water, and she was trying to grasp the side of the tub to pull herself up, and she could not get a hold. So had she not had that vision and she not followed it and went downstairs, you do?
Yeah.
You know, her mom could have died.
The bird is dead.
Another time was, this was a few years before I moved out here. She had a vision. She was dreaming. She was asleep, middle of the night. She had this dream that the basement was flooded. That she went downstairs in the basement and there was water up to the steps. And so when she woke up from the dream and she ran down to the basement. Sure enough, the basement was flooded. Our neighbor's water pipe burst and it flooded out our basement. So, yeah, she has visions. We've all experienced some supernatural thing in some way, shape, or form. My mom, me, my sister. So I definitely believe in spirits. I believe spirits contact us. I know a spirit spoke to me one day when my sister was a baby and I was carrying her. And I know I've said this in another video, maybe a couple. So repeat story. Sorry. She, you know, ran out. My goodness, I lost focus like that quickly. I lost my train of thought. Not that she ran out. I was leaving the living room and I was taking her to my mom in her bedroom so I could go downstairs. And she was a baby, so I was carrying her. Maybe she was like 1 at the most. And I was carrying her, and this voice whispered. No, she had to be a few months old. Now, I turned off everything in the room. I turned off the TV, everything. The windows were closed, everything. I heard this whisper say, "Be careful." Now, it was a whisper. I know a whisper, I know a shout. I live in Brooklyn. There's shouts outside all the time. You can hear them, whether your windows are open or closed. People are loud, okay? So I know the difference between a shout and a whisper. And what I heard was a whisper. And I was very careful. Now, when you leave the living room, as soon as you come out the door, right there is the staircase. And I'm a very clumsy person. So who knows, like the spirit might have known that I was going to take a head dive down the stairs holding the baby. Sweetie, in a minute. And then, but, yeah, who knows, maybe I was going to take a stroll down the stairs. Oh, there goes the sun, like, way into, okay. Maybe I was going to take a stroll down the stairs with the baby, you know, and I could have injured the baby, you know, forget me. I could have hurt the baby or whatever. So I clutched her. Look at this. I clutched her. And I was very slow, very meticulous, walking past that staircase. Actually, just walking to my mom's room, period. I didn't care. And I gave it to my mother. And I was turning to leave. My mom was like, "What's the matter?" I said, "I'm going into my room. I don't hear voices in my room." Okay, bye. But, yeah, we've all experienced spirits, you know, in my family. I have a feeling that the women in my family are very intuitive too.
Mommy.
Yes, sweetie.
You should do another one on.
I don't know what you did with it, babe. What did you do with the other bubbles? Go look for it. So, yeah. I think the women in my family are very intuitive. I think because of their Christian upbringing, that might have something to do with why they deny it or repress it. Although I don't understand why, because there's a lot of Christian people who are psychics. Not every psychic is pagan, you know. Not every psychic doesn't believe in Christianity. There's a lot of psychics who are Christian. A lot of Christians who practice or believe in something other, believe in the supernatural.
I did it by myself.
If you can believe in spirits and ghosts, because many Christians do, why is it so hard to believe in your intuitive nature? And I think a lot of my Christian upbringing has caused me to repress certain things in myself, and even now, trying to connect to deity in the way in which I would really truly like to. Or, you know, exploring my intuitive side or things like that. So it's definitely something I'm going to work on. I think my first step really is to not worry about what other people think, not look for other people to guide me. I mean, it's great to get help and great to get guidance, you know, I would never turn that away, but I shouldn't rely on their guidance as my sole purpose or my sole resource. You know, I have to look within myself. I have to do for me. And that's what I'm going to do. I can't just let people tell me, "Oh yes, you are this," and no, you're not that. Or I can't, you know, worry about what will they think if I say this or if I do this or whatever. You know, my mom has come to expect this stuff from me. Because I've always been this way, even though I haven't always been pagan all my life. I don't even think she was too surprised, really and truly, when I did tell her that I was practicing Wicca. I really don't think she was surprised. She doesn't understand it. I don't know if she still you know, I don't know if she's gained much understanding since I told her about it, but no, don't put that up there. It's gonna fall. I don't think she was too surprised about it. I don't think it was like, "Oh wow, I can't believe." Take that off of there, please. I think she'd have been more surprised if I'd have said, I don't know, Jewish or Muslim or something. I think if I'd have said I was Buddhist, she wouldn't have been surprised. If I said I was Hindu, she wouldn't have been surprised. Just things, you know, religions of that nature. I don't think she would have been too surprised by that. But I can't live my life for other people. This is my life, and I have to live my life for me. I have to set the best example that I can for my daughter, and I don't want her second-guessing herself for anything in her life. I don't want her saying, "Well, I can't do this because I might upset these people." Obviously, I don't want her doing things that's going to cause harm to her or other people. Please put that down. That is not to play with. Thank you. You know, I don't want her doing anything that's going to cause her harm. I don't want her doing anything that's going to harm others. But when it comes to her inner truth, I want her to live her truth. And she needs to see me living my truth. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to live my truth. Hang it. So, but that's it. Hopefully I'll remember to post those links. Hopefully I'll remember to post the pictures. And I will probably do some crazy editing for this video because homegirl did some interrupting on me. My brain went fuzzy here and there. So, thanks for watching and blessed be.